it's like that Eric Weddle has played his last game as a San Diego Charger. You've been with him for a very long time. Can you just explain what he's meant to you in this organization?
Really can't describe it and put into words. So what he meant, means to me specifically, and then obviously what he's done for this organization. To sum it all up, he's just a phenomenal person. He's been a leader on this team for quite some time now. He's led by example. He's led vocally. So if this is his last game, which still circulating speculations about him not coming back, I don't know. But I would love to see him finish as a Charger. I would love to see him finish as a teammate of mine.
You've kind of been through it all. That with the acrimony from years ago with the previous GM between you, Vincent Jackson, Marcus McNeil, what went down then.
Yeah.
Are you surprised to hear though that he was fined this last home game for watching his daughter at halftime?
I'm not really surprised. To me, it was just the communication wasn't there, and I think that was more important than anything. Obviously, anything that you do, and who's ever played in this league understand there's no one person above the team. And with all that being said, that was his daughter. That's just not my call. You know what I mean? That's something that the coaches and him should have had a conversation with, had a conversation about, and that should have been made from that point on. Which, from my understanding, wasn't no conversation about it. So, it's very hard to make any assumptions about that. Because it's not, obviously in the best hands of the team. And obviously, you're talking about a guy, first-class guy, who, due to that circumstance, was put in a dilemma to make a decision at the last second.
Ladarius Green placed on IR. His contract is up after the season with the Chargers. What type of growth have you seen from him, and do you see him an ability to become a future number one tight end?
I like to consider him number one now. To be honest with you, he's obviously he's matured a whole bunch. You take a guy with that type of upside, phenomenal athleticism, size, with the ability to learn and the ability to want to get better, and he's been able to show that year in and year out. He's just constantly improving as a football player, and as of right now, I can still consider him as a number one. And what we do here, and how he's like a big part of what we try to, the matchups we try to create for him. He's a big part of what we do here. So as of right now, he's still the number one guy to me here in San Diego because of his, obviously his ability and his matchup, is a problem matching up with him.
What kind of growth have you seen from his preparation just coming in?
He's, one thing about him is he's very intuitive of what's going on around him. So once you show him something, he's able to pick up. It doesn't take him a whole bunch of time to learn. And I think, obviously, his background and obviously his mama doing a phenomenal job of raising him. You know what I mean? I like to joke about that. So he's really good at you showing him something and he's been able to pick it up, and he's been a big part of what we do, and the reason why we've been able to be successful offensively because of a guy like Ladarius.
How tough has it been to go winless in the AFC West? You guys have had a tough season regardless, but you have a lot of pride. I know you'd want that division win at some point.
I mean, we got, obviously, we get the opportunity to beat Denver.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's, despite what we got going on, that's still a goal of mine, a goal of ours. It's just to go beat Denver at Denver and just see what happens. And, obviously, with guys being out and the circumstances and the situations that you can't control, what you can control is, how well you play and how hard you play on Sunday at the last game, knowing that you're not going to the postseason. So you get a chance to see, you get a chance to see what it means to play for this organization. You get a chance to see what it means to play in this league, and I'm quite sure guys will, step up and meet the challenge.
Is it weird though? You guys were in the top or the top two in the AFC West for so long. Is it kind of weird to be like, whoa, wait,
Yeah, I mean, it is. Unfortunately, it's a learning experience for myself, just because I've never been in a situation quite like this. Just being able to sit back and say, wow, week 12 or 13, I kind of like, oh, my season is going to end week 17. So it was a learning experience, and I think, anything you go through in life, any situation you go through playing in this league, I think you have to learn from it, and I think that's what we've been able to do. Never taking anything for granted. It's another learning experience because I remember being on a team and we were 14-2, and I just thought when I was a younger player that this is just going to be easy. This is what's going to happen every single year, and it didn't quite turn out that way. So, it's something that I'm able to embrace still to this day, and I just want to, obviously get a chance to win a championship at some point.
What does that mean to you to get a divisional win, to not go into the offseason without one, 6 chances? What does that mean just to have one to show for it?
I mean, it's a sense of pride more so than anything. Anytime you can, somehow put a division win in the win column, obviously it's not ideal for you to just say, let's get one. But, I mean, it's ideal for you to think, I'm not going to get shut out in this division. I think that's something that's within. I don't know if you can teach that. I don't know if that's something you learn once you get to the National Football League. I don't know when a person actually gets that information in terms of who he is as a person. But anytime I've ever competed in any sport in any level, being shut out is just, it comes to a pride thing. It comes to you having pride and you just saying, look, I know things ain't going the way we expected it or what we like, but we're going to find a way to keep grinding through this thing and just trying to come up with a win.
You've probably never played defense before, huh?
Yeah, I played in high school, man.
You?
Yeah, I was hoping Packers gave me a call. When I was looking at the game, I was like, man, let me go out there, man.
What did you play?
I played outside linebacker. I was a pass rusher, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been you.
That would have been perfect for me to just go out there. And obviously, I wouldn't want to be in that scenario because that means somebody had to go down. But I'm a competitor, man. I enjoy competing. I think, when it's all said and done, that's what I try to implement. And the younger guys, just go out and compete and have fun and just try to be the best you can be. Don't try to be anything else or anything, anybody else. Just be all you can be and compete.
You probably couldn't play safety, though.
I mean, if you told me to play cover duo, I guarantee you won't nobody get behind me. I'll be so deep. Yeah. So,
you would have gone, right?
Yeah, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. It would have been funny, just to see what I think everybody have that little kid in them.
Yeah.
I think every defensive guy has it about the offensive side, and every offensive guy has it about the defensive side of the ball. And I think it's just backyard at the end of the day. You just, you playing defense. I understand me. There's the guy they throw the ball to. I either knock it down or I make the tackle. So it would have been interesting to see.
You saw Charles Woodson was able to get a carry on his last game. Maybe in next time or the last game for you, maybe I'll put you in a 3-point
I know.
stance.
Let me rush the pass. I know that'd be nice, man. That would be nice. I was kind of surprised that they did it at that time in the game, though. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't. The game was very important. So. But he's a phenomenal player, and I got the pleasure to get a chance to go against him and see him play. So.